Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord Episode 1 and 2 review. Let's get right into this. So just to begin, before I get into the actual review itself, I want to say that I'm a very big Star Wars casual. Even like when it comes to terminology lingo, I'm very bad at it. I can't lie. I've seen all the like early stuff, right? The stuff that everyone's seen. Obviously like all the films, whatever. A lot of the important series I classify as, but the last few years I haven't watched a lot of it, if any. And I haven't finished Clone Wars, unfortunately. So like I know there's like it's got kind of loose ties to it, at least from what I got from the first two episodes. But yeah, apparently you don't even need to watch those in order to understand the series. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because throughout this review, you'll probably realize, yeah, this guy is not like uh, like very deep in Star Wars, if you know what I mean. But yeah, going into the series, I didn't know what to expect. I watched, I think, the first trailer or two, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This looks pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Why not? And I will say the first two episodes so far, because that's what I've seen, that's what released today. I enjoyed them. I thought they were good. I didn't think they were anything particularly crazy or not, but also they weren't by any means bad. Like I just thought they were good. They were good. It's a good start. I will say that I prefer episode 1 over 2, and I kind of for Star Wars, I won't lie, I kind of am like an action merchant. But man, let me just say this: the visuals in this series, even from the first trailer, I think it was the first trailer, they made it pretty clear that oh man, this animation series is gonna be it's serious. Okay, it's like it's a I mean it's supposed to be an upgrade, right? And I'm like it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And I know something while watching the first episode. I'm like, okay, a lot of this footage is like, if I can remember, it's from the first trailer, whatever they released, the first teaser, right? But I will say the first 5 minutes are absolutely beautiful. You see the whole what is it, the Shadow Collective, right? Hopefully I get this right. I'm probably gonna make some mistakes, but we see the Shadow Collective pretty much. Uh, what is it? They just break into like another syndicate's kind of like base, whatever, and just rob them essentially. Wait, was it another syndicate? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was another yeah, yeah. It was another syndicate's bit, yeah. It was that dude, what's his name? Demis? Demis? Something like that. And we see later on, he gets slimed out because Maul, even when he's in a bad situation, he just has goaded just critical thinking skills, if you know what I mean. This guy under pressure, he does not fold. He just blossoms. He literally was put in like a pretty bad situation, I'd say, and then he turned into a positive by using that droid supervisor bank whatever one that he just literally like abducted from the beginning of the episode. And then while the meeting, he gets because he knew Vario was gonna have a meeting with Demis, whatever his name is. He's like he already knew that tensions were high there, and then he serves on the platter, the droid, and then obviously, Demis. Oh man, that's gonna bother me because I keep on forgetting the name, what way to pronounce it, but he obviously then starts freaking out. He's already on edge as it is. He already thinks Vario's behind it, because of the whole whatever, because they already weren't on good terms. But yeah, no, everyone in the crime syndicates after Maul kind of disappeared, whatever after the war, right? Everyone was kind of at peace, and yeah, then Maul just comes back and stirs everything up because of the deal that they broke with him, right? So yeah, he's pissed. He's getting his revenge, and that's kind of like the whole premise of it. And then yeah, everything goes war. Vario pretty much ends up just sliming out Demis, yeah, Demis, whatever his name is. He dies, and Vario really thinks he's gonna get out. No, this guy he didn't get out. He starts getting chased after by the cops, and or well, no, actually not by the cops. It's by the Shadow Collective, and he thinks he's gonna die. Right, to stop him, and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna die pretty much. But no, then the captain comes in, and the captain, I love him. He's a great character. I think he's probably my favorite character at this point, which might be kind of crazy. Uh, actually, I can't. Okay, it can't be ahead of Maul. Okay, that was kind of crazy to say. Maul, then the captain, and I'm like, his voice is so familiar, and I found out, okay, it's that actor. I'm like, yeah, that's what I kind of thought. But yeah, that's goated. And I will say the Shadow Collective I am enjoying as a whole, and obviously they have Mandalorians involved as well in there, so that's good. And what's that one character's name? Devon, whatever Devon. I knew there's some. I'm like, how's this character gonna play a role? I just knew there's something about him. Like, is she gonna end up joining probably not by way, but by force, joining the Shadow Collective, like team up with Maul, and that's exactly what ended up happening. And I will say the whole prison, well, it wasn't a prison, but the whole jailbreak sequence, whatever, where they go after Vario, I thought that was absolutely great. And also Spybot's kind of underrated. I feel like Spybot's is cooking, but then again, when it came to what is the droid called from the police station, Two Step, I think. Two Step kind of washed the Spybot in that sequence in like the jailbreak sequence. I can't lie, but Spybot's been cooking. This guy's been stirring like the bro. Spybot literally was just stirring everything up. It's insane. So yeah, I mean, I like that character quite a bit, even though the character can't really talk, right? But Spybot, we just so goated, so goated. And yeah, what was I saying, Devon or whatever the character name is, the kind of like the Jedi apprentice. Um, I do like the first scene that we get with her and the Jedi, where they pretty much talk about the how I mean it's kind of talking about the whole state of the yeah, after the pretty much the rise, the effects of the rise of the Empire, right? That it has on like everyday people, and pretty much uh, the Jedi and the Apprentice, they can't really afford to eat, right? They're starving, and obviously the Jedi keeps on saying, "Just wait, be patient. We'll, our time will pretty much come." Just and then you even see him asking people, right? Seeing humanity hope, like the good in people, and then he just gets disregarded when he asks someone. On the other side, you see the Apprentice. Obviously, it's kind of like the stereotypical trope, like uh, young and stubborn type thing. But also, you do see her side as well, because like, look at the inequality here that's going on, and she's like, I might as well just steal. Like, I'm hungry. Like, no one's gonna help us. Might as well steal, right? So that's kind of like the two sides you got of the coin. And then you see her stealing, and then she gets caught, right? She gets bumped in, or someone bumps into her, and then she drops all the food, and yeah, the droids are there to just get her to surrender, take her in. And I will say, even like that was a very good scene in my opinion. And also, even when we get the scene of when they're kind of processing her, and then she has to chat with the captain, and it's kind of foreshadowing, because then she talks about like the picture, right, of his son or whatever, and that was foreshadowing because later on, I think it was episode 2, right, we see more of the captain's kind of like his backstory a little bit, a tiny bit, because we could see his son and find out that he's divorced. His kid really wants to see his mom, and then also I think if I'm not wrong, it looked like he played lacrosse or some type of sport, but everything's kind of been put on hold because of his dad just being busy with work. And I don't know why. I don't know why. There's some type of foreshadowing in that scene where I'm like, okay, is Maul gonna go after the captain's kid as well, try to recruit him, or is he gonna get like Devon to try to recruit the captain's kid or something? Because I feel like there is in some sort of way some type of resentment there, from the son towards his father, a little bit. Right now it's kind of low key, but I wonder if that's something. I could be completely off, but I feel like that could be a possibility. And let me just say this: Maul is absolutely brilliant. Like you see the fight sequences even in the beginning. He's Aura Farm. They do the grand entrances. They have the OG, obviously his OG like theme, right? It's just absolutely beautiful. And also like he's just him. He's just him. Like he's unstoppable. No one can stop him. And even when he has a showdown with the Jedi, it's intense. Like he knew what he's doing. He's like, no, the Jedi ain't gonna do anything. I'm just gonna put this distraction in front of him, and guess what? Because he's a good guy, he's gonna go try to save the people instead of going after me. And like so, yeah, that was a pretty epic, I guess, face to face showdown per se. And also, we know that Maul, they lean into it more in episode 2. He wants to pretty much like make what's it Devon, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the apprentice, the Jedi apprentice, like take her under his wing and make her into like this great. Well, he doesn't consider himself the villain, but like make her like a great whatever you want to classify him as, right? Take it, just kind of like train her to be like him because he sees a lot of potential in her, and she's obviously against it, whatever. And he just puts her in a cell, and he's like, just get out of there. You can get out of there anytime you want, but I'm not going to take you out. I'm not getting you out. You got to figure your own way out. And obviously, she uses her powers of the Force, right? And she gets out, and that's how the episode ends. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's good. Like as of right now, I'm not iffy on her character, but I'm like I'm just like, she's definitely not one of my favorites as of right now. We'll see what happens though. And Vario, he's definitely getting slimed out. The fact that he's already lived this long, like he's already long overdue to get slimed out. Obviously, like they made it clear he's just getting used, and he really thinks he's gonna get out after the deal is completed. After, what is it? After Krim gets slimed out? No, you're not getting out. You're not getting out. Either the Krim thing, something goes down there. Maybe the captain somehow gets involved and sabotages the whole deal, and that's why Vario dies. Or just like I feel like it's just kind of like in Maul and the Shadow Collective's nature to just kill him regardless, just because of what he's done to them in the past, you know. And also that is kind of their nature, I feel like. So yeah, like that. I mean, I really like a lot of stuff that's going on. I really like a lot of stuff that's going on. Let me see, is there any other characters? I think that's the main. Yeah, I think that's about the main ones so far. I will say I will be continuing to continue watching next week. These episodes were good enough for me. But yeah, like I said, the first episode I like way better. Even the I remember what was the ending of it. Why am I blanking on the ending of episode 1? But from what I can remember, the ending of episode 1, the cliffhanger kind of was better than episode 2. But yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. I can't lie. The animation is like extremely good, and most importantly, I'm liking what they're doing with Maul, right? And I even watch is I guess my biggest complaint would be, man, this is nitpicky too. It's not really that big deal, but I'm like, man, I really wish they made this like a more mature, whatever, TVMA, whatever you want to call it, R-rated type of anime series. I get why they didn't do it right. But like, damn, I'm like, the action sequences could be so much better, because when you see the action, when Maul's really going in and stuff, when things are getting very intense and like they're killing people off, like it's like the best part, right? And then they also cut away before you actually see the person get slimed out. I'm like, damn, this would have been so much better. But no, like when you see Maul, even when he takes what's it, Krim's, it was his delivery, right? Yeah, Vario helps him, gives him like the schedule of it, and then he just also the Spybot hacks it, and then you see Maul just going on to it, and he's aura farming like usual, and then he just easily just destroys all of them, right? And that sequence right there was like, okay, yeah, this is like so far this is the best type of like Maul fight sequence, action sequence we've seen. And like you can really see potential. I'm like, damn, this is already really good. So I can't imagine the later episodes where presumably the budget's gonna be higher, right? The fights are gonna be even better. And something about, I don't know what it is. It's like it's like Clone Wars style, but mixed with new type of style. I don't know what type of like it, yeah, like comment down below if you know what I mean. But it's like obviously they have the Clone Wars type of animation, but then they add like a new like element, like a new layer or something to it, which makes it look obviously more modern. But also like the lighting. I think it's the lighting of it maybe. It's just so good. It's so good. But yeah, anyways, enough waffling here. I enjoyed these 2 episodes. I'll be watching next week. Let me know what you think down below. Have you seen Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord episode 1 and 2? And if you have, let me know what you think down below. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.